We do begin tonight with the scene playing out with President Trump and his cabinet, and Elon Musk called on first. It was the president's first cabinet meeting, the president inviting cameras in for more than an hour. His cabinet secretaries sitting around the table, largely silent. The president first turning the floor over to Elon Musk, who defended his demand that some 2 million federal workers list what they've done at work in the last week or risk being fired. And tonight, President Trump's new message to the million workers who haven't responded. ABC's chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce was in the room. She leads us off.
Elon Musk didn't have a seat at the table at President Trump's first cabinet meeting, the world's richest man sitting off to the side. Still, Trump making it clear Musk is the MVP, calling on him first.
So I'm going to ask if it's possible to have Elon get up first and talk about DOGE.
As cabinet secretaries looked on, Musk standing to address the cameras.
The overall goal here with the DOGE team is to help address the enormous deficit. We simply cannot sustain as a country $2 trillion deficits.
Sources tell us Musk has ruffled feathers within the cabinet. Today, the president all but daring secretaries to speak up.
Hey, Elon, let the cabinet speak just for a second. Is anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, we'll throw him out of here. Is everybody unhappy? Respect for Elon and that he's doing this, and some disagree a little bit, but I will tell you, for the most part, I think everyone's not only happy, they're thrilled.
But several cabinet secretaries have objected to Musk's order to the more than 2 million federal workers. Send an email listing 5 things you accomplished last week or lose your job. Several departments telling workers it's voluntary or instructing them not to respond at all.
I think that email perhaps was misinterpreted as a performance review, but actually it was a pulse check review. Do you have a pulse?
The White House says more than 1 million employees have responded, roughly half of all federal workers.
Does that mean that the remaining 1 million or so federal employees now risk being terminated?
I guess it was like last week, the president encouraged me via Truth Social and also via phone call to be more aggressive. And I was like, okay, yes, sir, Mr. President, we will indeed do that. Our goal is not to be capricious or unfair. We want to give people every opportunity to send an email. And the email could simply be, what I'm working on is too sensitive or classified to describe.
Then the president jumping in.
I'd like to add that those million people that haven't responded, though, Elon, they are on the bubble. I wouldn't say that we're thrilled about it. Maybe they're going to be gone.
It comes as Trump and Musk lay the groundwork to dramatically downsize the federal workforce. The administration today directing all federal agencies to submit plans for large-scale layoffs and restructuring by March 13th. The president saying the Environmental Protection Agency could cut a full 65% of its workforce. The president fielding questions for over an hour, but only calling on 3 other cabinet secretaries and briefly the vice president. But Trump did make one thing clear. When he gives an order, he expects his team to follow it.
Oh, yeah, they'll follow the orders, yes, they will.
No exceptions?
No exception. Well, let's see, let me think. Oh, yeah. She'll have an exception. Of course, no exceptions. You know that.
And the president today signing more executive orders to expand DOGE's cost-cutting efforts. David, in that room today, the power of Elon Musk in this administration on full display. David.
Mary Bruce, who was in that meeting today. Mary, thank you.